This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and this is the scene at sold-out Everbank Stadium in downtown Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First carry for Rachaad White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Allen.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Allen to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Michael Palardy on to punt.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At the 20.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run. This is Bashal Tutin.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lawrence will throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Now Lawrence to throw. They'll get this out to Tutin.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage. Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
That's complete to Parker Washington.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A short throw there to Strange.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Bills first down.
Allen now looks to throw.
He'll get that complete to Harrison.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
It's 2nd and inches at the Jaguars' 19-yard line.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. On play action, Allen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
That's another Bills first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Josh Allen scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level.
The kick is good.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO, and he'll keep it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, easy, Ralph.
Now Lawrence. And Thomas has it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Number 7, Brian Thomas Jr. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
23.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll run with Allen. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So you get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and a couple.
Hey, Ron, Silver.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Lisa 24.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's to the left side, taken in by Hunter. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Now Lawrence changing the play.
All right, let's go. Hurt. This is hot.
Allen is knocked not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Turn!
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes it gets...
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Trevor Lawrence
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. It's grabbed over the middle by White. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be second down. To the air, Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
319!
Now Allen.
We'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Throwing now is Allen.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And again, it's Allen.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Khalil Shakir in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a pretty good burst there as he get this across midfield and down to the 46. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Well, a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They go play action with Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
13 loose.
Here's Lawrence. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. LaQuint Allen, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Allen to throw once more. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they'll go that route again?
I've always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Allen. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 41, here's 2nd down at 7.
Hey, kill!
Up the middle they go. Rose. And some good acceleration here as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half. You've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Here's Allen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Lawrence to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Joey Bosa drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Face up your type. Such a short fight.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter of the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Allen running the option to the left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Here's White. They set up the screen. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards. A big play there on 4th. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That ball caught by Harrison. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Here's White. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now this time, Allen will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Keon Coleman from 4 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid game.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Okay, break. 13, Lou. Hey, Lion.
Now a carry for Allen. And he stopped immediately there.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Hey.
Here's Lawrence.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26.
And Lawrence now going to move him around.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here's 1st down. To throw is Allen.
This is Coleman with the ground. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Now 2nd and 4. Here's Allen.
He's able to get it to Coleman. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line.
Just a critical breakdown defensively turns this into a huge play. And now you've got to get up to the ball and get moving.
Now Allen.
Now he'll take, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Allen. Now he's going to step up and run.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Allen. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Jaguars have just about sewn up this football game.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.